One of the key things to remember when your twin flame is not talking to you is that all communication is not lost. At some level, you are in constant communication with your twin flame, primarily telepathic communication. The second thing to remember is that when the twin flame is not talking to you, it isn't because they're setting out to harm you or hurt you, or because they hate you or detest you. None of this is happening. If it is happening, they are not your twin flame. So when your actual twin flame is not talking to you, it's more around something they're going through, or an obstacle you need to work through, or perhaps they're in runner mode and you need to work through that phase of separation. How you handle this situation, how you handle this silence, will dictate how quickly you can move your twin flame journey forward again. It's incredibly painful. It's incredibly difficult to get through. It takes a lot of patience and understanding, but it is something you are going to have to work through. And one of the worst things you can do is sit back and wait for them to come back and speak again. There is work to be done here by both parties. So the first thing you need to do, both of you, is to understand why your twin flame is not talking. It's not because of hate or they want to inflict damage upon you. It may feel damaging and it may feel hateful and may feel lonely and terrifying, actually. But understanding why it's happening is really important. A number of reasons here, and can depend what's happening in your twin flame journey with both of you. It could be that your twin flame is particularly afraid of rejection and they're in need of healing from some prior emotional damage that was inflicted on them in this life or a past life. It may be they're experiencing a totally overwhelming soul shock and have no idea how to manage that. It might be there's a false twin flame actively getting involved, and maybe their energy is too drained by that karmic partner to handle the connection with you. They may sense that you are not yet ready for union, even if they are, and their silence may very well be their way of giving you time to heal. It could be that they're mirroring your fears or your lack of self-care or love. It does not mean that your twin flame journey is over. It simply means there is an obstacle you both need to work through. You have to remember your twin flame is a human just like you. Even if you experience them as a spiritual being, as something higher. They go through difficult things and they may be going through something they're not ready to talk to you about, as well as picking up on where they think you are. So if your twin flame is not talking, you have to work out which one or myriad of these reasons is happening so that you can deal with it. Handling your twin flame not talking, this silence, seeming silence, can be incredibly difficult and painful. There's no simple answer to why they're not talking, so there's no easy answer on what to do. Here, you must be patient and trust the process. Your twin is not trying to hurt you. Their silence is probably part of their own healing process, and this obstacle presented to you will ultimately lead to both you coming together again towards union. So here it's important to work on yourself. Stay in the center of self. Hold space for them to heal themselves first. It's not up to you to fix them. Keep your focus internal and on your journey. It may well be that you have some healing to do yourself and you're being given space by your twin flame to do that. Give yourself time to forgive what happened or didn't happen with your twin so far. Don't put your expectations on them or expectations of your journey. This is not a race, it's not a competition. Be patient. When you want to try and communicate with your twin, be mindful of what not to say, not to blame. Focus on being an ally and friend first before demanding and requesting anything from them. If they are looking for space, make sure you know you're available, but respect their wish for that space. You may keep the telepathic communication and the good wishes flowing through your vibrations. But in actually talking to your twin flame, take the time for them and time for yourself so that you can both heal. Allow your twin that same privilege. This is a time for self-love, and it's the first step in showing up for yourself, and that requires you here to step back from the situation and not to be reactive. Nurture yourself with self-care and self-love. Indulge yourself in journaling and in meditation and affirmations. This will help you process this experience and to gain some clarity on what to do next. So when it's time to get your twin flame talking again, part of that, you'll know when it comes, will come from your gut and your understanding of their needs and yours, and that spiritual vibration between your soul, that telepathic communication that will pick up on the thrum and hum of their vibration and their need for you and their need for your acceptance of where they are and perhaps to challenge where they are. It may be that during this period of quiet, you've given yourself some self-love and some self-acceptance, and they can mirror that back with you. And now is the time to continue that conversation. It can be a gentle opening. Be patient with them. Don't push them, or it could end up backfiring, particularly if they're dealing with an overwhelming soul shock. Ask questions. Wait it out a little. When the silence is starting to affect how you feel about them, let them know that. But remember, you have not a full idea of what's going on with them and what's happening in their life, and so contact may be impossible at times. When you do contact them, keep emotion out of the communication and make sure they know you are there. It can be as simple as saying, I am here when you need to talk. I am ready when you need to talk. I am here for you. We all know there's a lot more being said in the non-verbal communication, through dreams, through your telepathic communication, through the vibrations, through your connection, through your soul speaking. But in 3D, you can keep it as simple as a conversation, which is calm, accepting and